Morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Just a reminder, everything we're about to do is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do not trade with live funds, and this is strictly just used to demo and paper trade. Just 1 second, trying to make sure my Discord settings are good and you guys can see everything. You should be able to see my screen now if you can just let me know. And then let me go tag everybody on the Discord side just to make sure everybody's over here. So just give me 1 second and then we'll get going. One more tag. All right, let's go. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. It's going to be a little bit of a tougher day for the New York session. Hopefully you guys all see it too. But good morning. Let me type over here on this side so you guys can all see it. Let's get it. So the reason why it's going to be a little bit of a tougher morning is that True Algo has stacked 3 boxes together today. So what I'm aiming for is to get price all the way up here and then potentially get in shorts or get into a big bullish trend and push upwards. And so like an ideal short is going to be up in this area, and then we can target all the way down to our beacon and scalp targets. Looking something like this would be the best goal. Now, if this happens too, it's almost 2.5 times the average win at 51 handles on the ES. So it's really worth it to get up here. And so that's what I'll be looking for. And then the NQ would match. I mean, you can just literally copy and paste it over. The same thing. Stop up here. And its target is even lower. I mean, you're talking about the potential if this works. It's a 255 handle move or 1,000 ticks on the NQ. So like this is what we're looking to get. There's nothing activated yet. There was shorts right here at the very bottom, but True Algo members, I mean, you guys have been doing this for a while now. I just want to show you right here, the NQ, right when the ES printed shorts, the NQ printed longs. So therefore you can't take the shorts. I'm going to have to probably say this a couple of times because people are going to say that there were bearish confirmations for both. And when there was a bearish confirmation on the NQ at 3:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, on the NQ side there was, but on the ES it didn't confirm till 4:30 a.m. And right at 4:30 a.m. the NQ printed bullish. And I know these boxes are close, and we teach you guys this when the boxes are really close, that you have to sit there and treat them as one, but that's only if you can't produce a move between the boxes. And what do you guys see right here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 candles already that have printed in between the boxes here. So therefore, there would be no shorts. So for me, the only thing I can do going into the New York session now is getting us to push all the way up here for a sniper short, or we get a new short activation down that side. Okay, but I'm gonna type that out on the basically our signal sentiment channel once I'm done talking to you guys here on the live. But if you have to wait for these to produce out, there is no short right now. I'll type this out too. There currently is no short on ES and NQ. So please remember that as we go forward, okay? And I'll update the targets we have later once I finish getting to the other assets, all right? And then over here on the US 30, let me zoom in a little bit. You guys can see a little better, sorry. Currently, this is the position running on the US 30. We've gotten to the first target, trying to get to this next one. 147 points is the average win. And right over here, type the target out. There is an 85% chance we will get here during NYSE. Oops, sorry for my spelling. There we go. Might have to make this a little smaller. There we go. So 85% chance we will get right where that circle is during the New York session. And then the SQ, True Algo members, has gotten to our reversal box, and it did print a long. So the SQ is telling us to go short on assets. So the potential that we could get this pushed down to get to there, but we aren't the goal for me for those active shorts. Hopefully that makes sense. Good morning, everybody that's saying hello. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Right now, the QQQ is neutral. That means on the NQ side, we shouldn't be doing anything. And then over here on the SPY side, I don't think this is 3 ticks. It looks way too shallow. No, it is. So SPY is telling us to short so far, but obviously a very small position that very soon can turn into longs like so. And you wouldn't take this position because the risk to reward is terrible. So instead you would force this to become a 1.92 like so. And then that would be the position you'd want to get activated. You want always your risk to reward to be the most important thing. And this is what you would want going into New York session. Now, we can't take any positions yet on SPY until New York opens. So this is the goal. This just reminds us that currently SPY is looking to be in puts when New York gets here, but it can change every 15 minutes as we get a new candle. The Russell is currently in a neutral position up here. Russell's going to be a little bit harder from a long perspective, but there could be shorts during New York open. See if the stocks are going to help us. Right now, Apple is neutral. Sorry, Apple and Amazon are both neutral. Microsoft is in calls or bullish confirmations so far. So Microsoft is giving us reasons to push up higher on the ES and NQ. And NVIDIA just printed a long confirmation. So 2 of our big stocks are telling us to be bullish. 2 of them are telling us to be neutral. So we'll write this out here shortly so that we all have it. Let me check the other assets real quick. Currently on gold, I'll put the dashboard up just to remind, we are still trending on the bullish weekly side. Really nice long opportunities. This Asia session up straight to these targets, had a 72 and 80% chance to be cleared, pushed straight up here, was a 127-point move. Our average is 139. Silver provided this identical long at the same time. The average move on silver is 59 points. It literally runs the exact average right here and then hits take profit on that box. And then there's no shorts because gold continues to push up. There's no short confirmation, and now gold is in a new long position right here. Gold doesn't need any confluence up here and missed the box by just a couple of ticks. It's another 102 points. Silver, though, you can't take any of these shorts because the confluence, this one doesn't need, like silver needs confluence that gold does not. Gold's in the trending box, so it can do whatever it wants. But over here on silver, it's a bad idea to take any type of short because gold's already telling you to trend up bullish. And then oil is currently in a bullish confirmation as well. Stats look good on this position, by the way. As in stop loss would be below the daily zone. Take profit is right here. It's a 1.2. Reminder, True Algo members, we want to force price to get down to like a 1.92. And you can see it gave a 1.97. Maybe give it a couple of ticks or two. That's the position. Again, from a risk reward perspective, it looks great. Forex, folks, DXY is flipping bullish from our daily and weekly system. And then the euro is close to putting in shorts. It was shy a couple of ticks. So I'll just put this on here so you guys have it that put the note right here. I would be looking for shorts on Euro, the pound, Aussie, and the New Zealand. Look for longs on UCAD and UJ. That's what I would be looking for on the Forex side. Make this a little bit bigger. Crypto folks, Bitcoin is currently in long confirmations to push up. Tether is currently neutral, and Ethereum is currently in a bearish confirmation. Therefore, we can't take any crypto ideas because Bitcoin and Ethereum are confirmed opposite of each other. Therefore, we can't do anything. So crypto folks, you won't really get much love on this stream. And now we shall wait. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit just because the Asia and London session have moved a whole bunch, so it's a little bit difficult to zoom in real far. And so now I'm going to finish updating these on the ES side. So right here on the ES, there's an 85% chance you will get down to this target. And then on the second one, there's an 82% chance. So when you put those both together, we'll type that out. So during the New York session, if we do get a massive bear run, which we could, 85% chance we get here today during NYSE. Sorry. And then there is a 82% chance we get down to that one, to where these two circles are. So if shorts get activated, they look really, really good down there. And then the NQs, same exact version from the bearish side. 84% chance that you will get there during NYSE right here. And then 85% chance. So lots of reasons to push down bearish during this New York session right here to clear these two targets out. Looks good. US 30 folks, see if we can get to this next target right here on the right side, especially with the SQ pushing bearish, or sorry, the SQ pushing bullish will allow us to get down to the US 30 target. Could get new shorts activated on the Russell over here on the right side. That would be a lot of things flipping bearish too, by the way, to help us get Microsoft and Nvidia to fail and push below the box. Then those would be telling us to short. We could have a lot of shorts. So good morning, MDB. So I'm going to put an update right now in chat just for people that are coming in late. Right now we are neutral on ES and NQ. Short on US 30. Neutral on Russell. SQQQ is bullish, which means we are currently looking for reasons to short assets. And then lastly, so Christian, when you talk about the stop losses, we teach everybody the size of the stop loss isn't the position that you would need to take, especially if you're on a prop firm. And you can feel free to come over to our Discord side and you can talk to the prop firm folks, and you also can see the payouts that members get. What we teach you is risk management. So like on a prop firm, most of you guys become scalp traders. You try to trade with real small stops and you take profit really, really quickly. Instead, what we teach you is the goal is to get to a 1.92 or higher risk to reward. And so you wait for retracement. So a normal position, look over here on the left side. If we haven't gotten to the True Algo weekly boxes, looks like something like this. And this is what you're trying to achieve on the right side of my screen, like this. But today, it's Thursday, you're halfway through the week, if not a little bit more. And so as of right now, prices have traveled into our weekly system. So what you want to do now is make your risk the most important thing possible. And so instead of taking a position from here where it could retrace like this, we teach members to wait for the retracement to get up here. This way you prop firm traders can plan your ideas ahead of time. And then up here, that short would still carry the average of our win. And so you're still looking to get down almost 52 handles on the position. Again, most people are playing for peanuts. That you guys are first taught when you're traders to take profit at 5 and 10 handles. Our average win is 22 handles. And then if this plays out, it will be 52 handles. So that's 10 times the normal trade of a normal trader. And just a reminder for those of you guys that are on prop firms, you have a 1.2% chance to get a payout from a prop firm. So 17% of people can pass the prop firm just getting funded, and then there's less than a 2% chance those people who pass it actually get a payout. So whatever rules that you've been using or people have been using to pass prop firms, whatever the 98% have been telling you is the wrong thing. And if you read their disclaimers, you'll read that as well. But for us here, we will teach you good risk management and how to operate on live candles. And if you're a prop firm trader, you can succeed here, unlike other places where you guys think just because you draw a position like this that you're going to win over and over again, which, by the way, this doesn't work in real trading. Just like that doesn't work in real trading either, because it tells you you're going to lose 19 plays in a row before you ever win one. The prop firm wants you to do this because then you'll lose 98% of the time. So everyone can have their own opinion, but if you want help on prop firms, I mean, we had the FTMEO, the biggest prop firm in the world, has over 1 million users. We have the #1 trader on FTMO uses our system. So we're here to help you. The entry price, if we get it on the NQ, is going to be much higher, up to 25,200. Not where it's at now. But you guys can watch live. We might get the opportunity that we'll get a short down here instead. And I'll help guide you guys as that happens. But as of right now, there is no trade. So this is where you sit on your hands and you don't do anything. You're welcome, Christian. Again, feel free to ask any questions, bud. It's one of the rare places that we will actually answer and help you. From a risk to reward perspective, True Algo members, and think about Christian's question about stops and stuff like that, the Russell might be your best option, because our stats come included with all assets. So on the Russell, this is the average position, and you can see we've got these True Algo bearish targets right here. See both of these? And then if you go up here in the top, there's this one is much higher, by the way. Look, check this out. There's a 93% chance we get here today. That's extremely likely, correct? So 93% chance we're going to get to this bearish target today by True Algo on the Russell. If you look at the Russell, there's a really good opportunity to have a smaller stop loss, like you're saying, and then can get to right there. That's a 2.5 R. Looks from a great position. You just have to wait for it to close below this box. Right now, this is what we are envisioning happening. We don't jump the gun. You have to wait for it to confirm. Okay? All the confirmation is closing red below that box. At the moment right now, it's a neutral. So, Tony, the reason why you're going to be confused is it's your first time here. This is not your every other system you've ever seen. This is not, hey, where's the buy-sell signal? Hey, just tell me to go long or short. It doesn't work like that. You're waiting for price to come up, hit a box above, and close bearish below it, and then you can look to take shorts, okay? You're waiting for a price to come low, hit a box, close above it, and then you can look to go long. We don't have any of that right now. So all we are is neutral. And again, to help you, Tony, look here, and maybe this is a little bit easier. I know you're brand new. I'll move this position out of the way. Do you see how this asset, this is today, you can see the highlighted section. US 30 has come up, it hit this box. That is a bearish confirmation right there below that box, and therefore we open a short. True Algo comes with stats to tell you how far on average a play will win or lose for you. So on this play here, this is the average win. So most people, again, play for peanuts. They're looking for anywhere between 5 and 10 points. Our average win on US 30 is 147 points. And so this is where our members are trying to get to on US 30. I'm making it go right here because True Algo doesn't just come with the boxes that react. They come with these scalp target lines. And again, that's this box up here. So again, there is a 85% chance that the US 30 is going to get to this target. So our shorts have more reason to play further down. But I do agree that there is going to be some confusion, but we're not like the other systems out there. And no offense, if the other systems worked, you guys wouldn't be here. Does that make sense? But if you want help, Tony, well, I mean, we provide 10 live streams a week right now on live candles during the New York and a little bit during the Asia and London session. So you get help to learn the system live versus having to fend for yourself other places. There's going to be a learning curve to everything, Jalen, I would imagine. But I think because of the live streams, and we also have a learning platform that has video tutorials, you guys can get up to speed really quickly. It's just going to look confusing, I think, for many of the newer traders because we're later in the week, everybody, and we're at the weekly system. See the bigger boxes here? You've had this box here for the entire week, and now you have daily boxes that printed to today. So that's just why it's a little bit more difficult because the weekly system and the daily system are now being stacked on top of each other by the True Algo system. You're welcome, Cove. Yep. And Tony, you can, I'll just put the link here. You're welcome to come over on the Discord side. We post on there as well for the newer folks. So if you need any help, feel free. Ask questions. I'll actually answer them. For whoever's asking on gold, who was it? Random dude. So NFP's tomorrow. As of right now, there's zero reason to tell you what NFP is going to do tomorrow because NFP is not today. And anything we say now is hopes, and you can't trade off of hope. Hope is not a strategy. So as of right now, I can't tell you anything to do on NFP. There's nothing. But what will happen is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, our True Algo members will have our new daily boxes that will tell you exactly, just like today, where to go long, like it did on gold, and where to go short if there's a bearish confirmation on gold tomorrow during NFP. You will already have the boxes before NFP prints. That's the difference with our system where NFP is going to print and then all those other indicators and systems are going to start moving and changing live. Ours are going to be already set for you. By the way, the shorts that we were, let me put this here, the notes you guys all have it. Hold on one second. Oh, that message is all jumbled. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to post my Forex message. So there's that one, and then look for shorts on the euro. There we go. Four minutes away from the next close, but DXY looking beautiful and bullish. The euro looking beautiful and bearish. I think it was Christian, right? So Christian, watch, because this is going to activate in 4 minutes. So this is the euro over here. We teach people how to do this. So you save Sorry, this is the Euro USD, the CFD side. So right now, this will be the on average, the win for the Euro. So this is what you're looking for. There's a 72% win rate. That means there is a 28% chance you will be stopped out up there. That's what the stats are telling us. But you're going to be able to pull 232 pips out of this position. Again, most people are playing for 5, 10, 20 pips. So we really can help redefine how you guys go towards trading and stop playing for peanuts, because the stats tell you what's the probability you're actually going to be stopped out. Now, as this play keeps pushing down over the next 3 minutes, we're going to have to move our stop higher. So what that means is the average win still stays here, but if you're wanting to maximize risk to reward, you look for a retracement. Well, how far can it retrace? Well, our system includes retracement. So it's telling you on average, wherever this activates, there can be up to 63 points of retracement. So what you do now is you can enter in very small on the initial entrance once it activates here in 3 minutes, or you can sit there and say, I will not enter till it retraces right here, and now you have a 2R position. You could wait for it to retrace all the way to the box. You do what works best for you. But the whole point is our system is telling you once this bearish candle closes below this box, there's a 72% chance it's going to get at least all the way down to our average win. But for those of you guys on prop firms, you can use advantages of retracement and things to come back. You see how this one is a little bit easier because the Euro doesn't have the weekly boxes in the way. And again, for the newer folks that are just looking and glancing at the system, you notice that like not a single time have I gone to a tab and you guys just see one chart. So that's also going to be harder for some of you. Like we show multiple charts. Good morning, Brad. Hope you're doing well, bud. Because we don't teach our members to only use a single asset. So most of you do this. This is how you guys were taught to trade. A single asset, this is US 30. It becomes a lot easier, right? Like again, looking to get 85% chance down here to get our average win. This is what most of you are taught and what you do. But again, I have a question for you. If most traders do what I'm doing right now, then why do 90 to 95% of traders lose everything in 6 to 9 months? We teach you not to do the same as everything else. The system is not easy immediately at glance, but that's because we refuse to operate like the other 90 to 95% who lose everything in 6 to 9 months. We're here to help you break through that mode, that mold, so to speak. So we teach you confluence. So the ES and NQ, you're going to have to play both, not one or the other. You only have to trade one, but you're going to have both up. We teach you SQ, which no one even knows what the SQ even is, but we use it during New York to help propel our wins. US 30 folks, you use Russell to help you. Russell is not short just yet, but US 30 is, and Russell was short earlier during the Asia and London session to help this play. We show 4 stocks at a time for option, Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA. Again, as of right now for New York Open, when it opens, you're looking for longs on Microsoft and NVIDIA, and then you're neutral on Amazon and Apple. We haven't hit a box. Do you see how simple Apple, the 2 left screens look right now? See how simple these look? They're both neutral. That's what the N means. But the reason why we have these stocks up here is because if they're all confirmed bullish, that means the ES and the NQ are going to be bullish at New York Open. And right now, we have 2 reasons to be bullish at New York Open. So that's why the system is a little bit confusing. But you have access to all of this. You get 10 live streams a week. We're here to help you on live candles. And again, if this is confusing and other systems don't work for you, there's a reason why our system is going to be confusing, because it's not simply buy and sell like it is everywhere else. By the way, folks, you still have a little bit higher to go on gold. I mean, it's totally appropriate that on the gold win up here, guys, that this play is already done. I mean, you missed the next box by, I'll measure it, by 2 ticks. Okay, you got 102-point win. That's again, $1,000 on this contract. Gold is $10 a tick. That's 102 ticks. So again, that was already up $1,000 a contract. And so there's no shorts on silver. I can check copper and platinum. I know most of you guys on the prop firms maybe don't trade those, but a lot of our members are. Reminder, gold is bullish. So you're looking for reasons to be bullish on the others. Over here on copper, in the middle of our screen, you can see all these green candles have closed into our green box. So we're looking to push upwards. They might get a new activation on copper. The average win on copper is 56 points. And I show you, there's the first activation. You can see that it retraces back into this box. Okay. And then from there, you can get a sniper entrance off of this box if you would like, or if you're just adding in, and then you can see as we go across like clockwork, you got your 56 points of win on copper. And now once it pushes down after you hit your full average win, that's when price reverses. So you have this ahead of time. And now there's a potential that you're going to put in a new long. Platinum, folks, you are currently in a long position. I mean, it might have already played out, guys. And now you're getting a new platinum long. Lots of quick moves. Yeah, so look. Let me double check that that was 3 ticks. Yep, that was valid. So just to show you guys again, it was real quick 30-minute move. There's that green candle. I'll make it big. See this green candle? That is closed above this box. That is a long confirmation. And on the very next candle, on average, you net 91 points on platinum. You can see the stat right here, 91 points. And it literally in 30 minutes went straight to take profit. Instead of giving you 91, it gave you 103 points. These moves might look small, they're not. And then from here, now you're in a new long activation on platinum. So we can do this live together, everybody. And from here, you are now trying to net another 91 points. So, Tony, I mean, I'll let the other members answer as well, but just to show you, this right here is oil. This is the Asia session. I'll show you if you look at the bottom of my screen. The London session opened right here. So you see the yellow line? That's London. Right here is the shorts that were activated on oil, and it ran the full take profit. See, Damon is talking about. By the way, Damon just got funded. So congrats, Damon. He posted yesterday. He's only been with us a week, and in 1 week of using our system, he has gotten funded. So congrats, bud. I'm really happy for you. But yes, the system works great during Asia. And I also stream during the Asia session as well to help you. So you'll get help on all sessions, bud. But again, like you see what Jalen is saying, one of the big difference here, guys, is like this right here. And I'm sorry I don't make it big. It's just because it gets in my way on the charts. But like we give you the stats on almost every single asset. So most people, even when you guys figure out how you want to take plays, you don't know how long to hold them or when to stop them out. And our system now gives almost a 2R on every single position, or shows you where the 2R should be from the stats. And most importantly, they're all still sporting a 70% win rate. So if you have a 2R on average and you have a 70% win rate, you're guaranteed to be green, as long as you can stick to being consistent. And what will happen here is our system will show you, like for instance, let me see if I can find a bad play on platinum. See how far this one is. So, good example. Watch. For you, and especially those of you guys on prop firms. And Brad, watch this, bud. I miss you. I just want to show you guys how we've improved the system. So look, we come up, bullish confirmation, and boom, there's a real quick win. But on this win here, what do the stats say? When this position printed on platinum, you see how it's telling us a 91-point win. That's the stat right here, over here on the right side. The next box is right there, though. So it's telling you that this is only going to be a 61-point win on average, not a 91-point win. But there's a problem with this play. The stop loss has to extend below this box. Well, now you have a negative R position. This is not something you want to take. So don't take this long. Instead, you do this. This is where you enter. Make this become a 1.92. And once it gets down there, that's where you long. If it doesn't hit that point, you don't take the position, even though it won. And the reason why is now watch this on the reverse side. Look, we've hit a box. We've closed bearish. Now we short. But there's a thing. With this, what do the stats say? Well, on average, platinum should run 91 points, but there's a problem. The next box is right here. So the stats tell you that this isn't a good position to take. So now look, stop loss has to extend above the box. Look at the risk reward. It's almost a negative position. It's a less than a 1R position. So what do we want to do? You want to let this play retrace up to 1.92 or 2 on average right here. And until it gets to that point, there's no reason to enter this position. And as you can see, it closes here. We teach our members to use closes. This position loses, everybody. Look. But at least when it lost, you only lost 14 points because you wait for closes. That's the goal. And if not, if you're someone who doesn't want to wait for the closes and you need to have a hard stop, then just hard stop your stop above the box. But the whole point is this, and Brad, this is the thing that we've improved with the system, buddy, is this. You don't enter into positions that are not a 2R yet. You wait for it to retrace. So even with your hard stops, at least the hard stop here is less than the average that we give you. And from there, you then can get into these long positions right here. And now watch again, just repeating the process. There was 1 win, 1 loss on platinum earlier today in the Asia session. And now look, now you get up here and now you can see as soon as we draw the position, the 91 points look good. And now you net your win with 0 stress. And look, the hard stop is below the box. On average, our system tells you it can retrace 21 points. Let's see how far it retraces. I got to get to the correct box. It retraced 28 points. The average is 21. So we were within 75% accurate. And so, Brad, this is what we do now. We took your guys' feedback into consideration. We adjusted our algo, and now this is what we play for. And if it doesn't give you a 2R, you don't take the position. It's just a bad idea. It's not worth it, and we try to teach people not to play for peanuts. So we're now 38 minutes into the stream. And reminder, guys, there is no position on the ES and NQ. You guys see this over here? I'm looking to get it up here to get into a potential monster short if it'll give it to me. But as of right now, there is no position, and we're just pushing up. The NQ is bullish. The ES is bearish. Therefore, you can't take an idea. And by the way, the SQ is pushing down now at the moment over here on the right side. I'm going to move the position out of the way so you can see it. If the SQ in 8 minutes, folks, closes down here, that means that the indexes are going to go sky high. So we're watching that, okay? And also, you see how we're pushing up. I'll remind you, remember our stocks, Microsoft and NVIDIA are bullish, so they're going to pull the stocks upwards right now is what we're watching. The new stats, Brad, remember you were here before. The stats now that have been updated and the algo has been updated, the average move now on the Russell is 134 points. The average loss is 70. So that's already almost a 2R just from the initial position opening. If I can find my brain. Sorry, right there. It's already a 1.9 on normal activations. But then, as you know, and as we're showing everybody else, if the next box comes before the next position, then you then push this up until you get to a retracement point that makes it a 2R, and then that's where you get in at. But at this point, if we get an activation down here, that risk to reward is already a 1.2. Or sorry, 1.9 to a 2.R. We did get the activation on DXY to be bullish, and then the activation to be bearish on the euro right over here, guys. And I want to show you what I'm saying. Right here is the average position. But do you see how this stop loss has to go further up? So do what I just showed you. Now we're live. This is a 1.4R. We want to get this to a 1.92. So look, it's already retraced to that point. But here's the thing. Wait for this candle to close, because this candle can close all the way up here in the next 20 minutes, and it will allow you to get into a sniper short. That's what you want. Stop trying to get into every play as soon as it activates. Instead, put risk to reward first, and you can start beating things with much more accuracy. Ifrin, the only thing that you should be doing on gold right now is looking to go higher. You shouldn't be trying to look for shorts. There's one more tick higher to hit this box, but gold is long from over here, bud. And all we're trying to do now is get gold to run to the box. That's it. There's nothing else to do. And if gold hits this box, you can look for shorts, but I would use very small sizing because gold is trending bullish in the True Algo system. Right here. This is platinum over here, guys. I'm just leaving platinum on to see if we can catch this win live. Just leave it like this to make it bigger. So that's, I guess if that makes it easier for you, bud. Ifrin, the only thing we're looking for is gold to finish pushing up to this box. And then it could trail all the way the average win. And the average win on gold now is 139 points. It used to be 92 now. It's $13.90 move on gold. That is our average win with True Algo. It's pretty insane. Oh, yeah, the future side is going to be different. If that's what you're using, I can put that up as well. So you're using the CFD side. All of the CFD brokers, Irfan, are going to be different. For gold, silver, platinum, oil, you should not use the CFD side. You should use the future side. Forex, folks, is the only thing you could differ from. But if I pop up the CFD, I'm guessing you're probably using FXCM potentially. It won't be in the same spot. So it is still long. So there you go. Still same thing and still trying to get to the same box, bud. And by the way, that long, the average win is almost there already. Again, a $13.90 move. So you're just trying to get gold now up to $38.92. But that's all. I use the futures side for gold. For AMP, you're using it for, I presume, on your broker or any type of CFD. So, Brad, US 30 is right here, bud. The US 30, I know that's one of your assets of choice. It's not a full 2R yet. Just on the initial position, it's a 1.63, 147 point average win. It used to be 105 when you were here. And then the average stop is 90. But you don't have to take that as your position because, again, like look what happens if it activates down here. And I mean, let me show you yesterday. That way you can see that there's no BS. Check it out. Watch. Just so you can see it. So you guys all know our system doesn't repaint. What you see is exactly what happened before price got there, and afterwards it doesn't just shift. There was a loss on US 30 right here. So look, here's the short. This is the first activation. You can see the stop loss looks great. And by the way, it doesn't stop us out with this and then runs. Sorry, I picked Russell, not US 30. It's a habit because they're similar. Here's the average win on US 30 yesterday. And you can see it doesn't push the full average because you have the next box. And then from still push down 125 points. And then right here, you should never take this play because look, do you see how bad that risk to reward is? Don't take this play. You're playing for peanuts. You're playing for a terrible win. It doesn't even matter, by the way, that it won. It's just not worth it. And then from here, this is where you're looking for, Brad, and everybody else. This is the average win on US 30 when it activated. We did this live yesterday on Discord. It's a 1.6R. It does retrace too, but you don't have to take advantage of any of the retracement because of the position already looks beautiful. And just to show you, though, from right here, it does retrace 34 ticks or points. Our average retracement is 38 over here on the right side of our screen. But the position in itself is already at 1.6, and it looks great. And because of this, the next box is not being hit before the average. This is where you would trail your stop, Brad. So instead of just netting 147 points, which is already more than what anyone is getting on average, again, most people are playing for up to 20 points maximum, you can trail once you get to this point and try to get up another 60 to 80 points to get to the next box. And by the way, we do reverse here, bearish, like clockwork, right after that. This one doesn't run, I think, the full average. All right, get back to live candles because we just had a new close. We're getting closer and closer to that entrance point on the NQ, but I want to get the ES higher as well. I do go live for a second time today, everybody. So those of you guys that are not members, if you want to join over, right at, what time is it? Eastern Standard Time. 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I go live a second opportunity for people. So if you missed the first stream or you're just wanting help later on, we'll be here to help you. By the way, gold just hit that box, both on the CFD and the future side. I told you, it just needs to finish getting to our box. Now gold is officially done. So if you're in gold, now you are neutral. Sorry for the poorly drawn N. You see that right there, guys? That's why. Again, the average win on gold is 139 points, which is a $13.90 move. It gave us an $11 move from our box system. So yeah. Now, if you're asking me what to do on gold, take profit and chill. That's it. There's nothing else to do now. But congratulations, those of you guys that just held out just a little bit longer on it. Try to get gold and stuff like that to be normal. Silver, there's nothing to do. You can see this is the futures version that we had on gold that just finished playing out. Silver with a nice push up too. Stocks, nothing has changed. Still bullish on Microsoft and Nvidia for New York Open. Still neutral on Amazon and Apple. SPY did enter into that target area, by the way, but this is not a play I would take. Even though the risk to reward looks decent on this play, this is peanuts. I'm not going to play a SPY position from 670.7 to 670.2. Like, I want this play. Like, that's what I want. I don't want this one up here. And at the moment, the QQQ is also bullish. So you can be looking for calls on the QQQ when New York opens. Stop loss looks great too, by the way. This also means that the NQ should be bullish. So this tells us that the NQ is going to push higher. Again, look over here. The QQQ is the non-futures version of the NQ. And that's why the NQ is trying to target up to this box. So still no position. I'm going to update the sentiment channel. So give me 1 second to talk or to type this out. So the NQ and ES still have no position. There was no confluence short on ES and NQ during Asia into London. When the NQ confirmed short, later the ES confirmed short, but in doing so later, the NQ confirmed long. Therefore, there is no confluence to take any idea. And right now, we are doing nothing but waiting on the ES and NQ. So I'm typing this on the Discord side. We have a new channel that members requested. And I tell them how I feel about certain plays. So if you ever wanted someone to like look at your plays live and tell you if they're a good or bad idea, or my job here is to help you guys miss losses. I want you not to take losses, or if a play looks really good to trail and you could net a lot of points out of it, my goal is to tell you when to trail your positions. Now, I'm not a signal service. I'm strictly here just to demo and paper trade, but people asked for this and we have taken their feedback and now we provide that in that channel. So just reminding people that there's no play currently on the ES and the NQ. And True Algo members, if things continue to go the way they are right here for New York Open, I probably won't be doing much of anything until we get to that second stream at 11:30 as we let these things play where they're at. Reminder that that Euro position retraced already to that 1.92 area. Just hasn't closed there. But not looking like there's going to be much to do on the index futures here for New York Open. So Christian, that's a good question, bud. We use the 15-minute time frame only on the index side. So the ES, the NQ, US 30, Russell for stocks, anything that influences the stocks and New York session indexes. That's what you use for 15-minute. all the other things like commodities, Forex, crypto, those are all on the 30-minute time frame. And I know some people might be like, man, I can't trade on that time frame. But here's the thing, man, and you guys all need to think about this. If you ask 90% of traders, all of you guys are in different discords, ask all of them what time frames they trade on, and they're going to say the 1 minute through the 5 minute. And they've got all these techniques and concepts that they invalidate each other from the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. And again, here's the thing. If 90 to 95% of traders lose, then why would you listen to what system and time frames they use? So we teach you to use the 15-minute and 30-minute time frame, which is the smallest time frames you should be using. Anything else smaller, you're trying to scalp trade like a bot. And no offense, none of you are a bot, so it's not going to work. And that's why it's still not working. If you're someone who continues to not have consistency for years, that's why. So Christian, if you come here, we'll do our best job here to start to sort of change some of the roadblocks that have gotten in your way or anyone's way for consistency. Jalen, I'm willing to bet a lot of people use the system. I mean, Adam, the guy posting right above you, I'm not going to say his job. He can do that, but he's one of our members, and there you go. He posted for you. Yeah. So Jalen, you also, if you join on our Discord, you get alerts, both from my channel, like telling you, like I just told you guys about the ESNQ not being a good idea, that there's no position on them. But also we have alerts for every asset. So we have ETF alerts, index alerts, commodity alerts, Forex alerts, crypto alerts, bond alerts if you're a bond trader. So if you can't watch the chart all day, all you have to do is just turn your notifications on for the alerts and you're good to go. Again, folks, there's not going to be much movement here for the New York Open, especially on gold, but this is normal trading. And movie, again, you guys will all realize this if you join here, and you can ask any member. I don't care what you guys do. You just can't blame the system if you break the rules and lose, you know what I mean? But we don't want to rewire everything that you guys have learned to do. It's the only thing we want you guys to do is if you use smaller time frames, or you use different price action concepts, or you use different indicators. You guys just need those concepts, those time frames to work once you hit our box. That's it. Don't sit there and try to make your concepts work in the middle here where you're going to get rocked. Like you're sitting here trying to short in the middle of this daily open because you think price action is bearish when we've had a bullish confirmation from the low. And the only thing you should do is be bullish. Simple. So you're welcome to keep using your concepts and timeframes. Just make sure they exist at our boxes, not in the middle of nowhere. And our system will help your other systems be consistent. We just have one membership now. It's the True Algo Elite. It includes every single asset class now. It includes every live stream, so you don't got to go searching for which plan is going to be better. It's just the True Algo Elite, nothing else. And again, just a reminder, it includes to up to 10 live streams now a week. Again, that's on live candles. No BS. We are there to help you on live candles. So if you want that help, we'll be here to help you. Sorry that there's not a lot of plays that are going off right now, but again, in real trading, you're not going to have a million things activate every minute because we don't operate on those small time frames. Yeah, and Movie, I think you're one of our members, right, bud? I can't tell because of your name. But yeah, so what he's saying, guys, like if you look over here at US 30 earlier today, and again, it netted so far. Again, that True Algo scalp target stopped at 84 points on US 30. I just want to show you. Right here is the short activation. So watch the circle. We got it on our 15-minute, and it was perfect, right? But what he's saying is, or he or she, I don't know who it is, they then, when this hits, they go to a smaller time frame. And you can, like, look, here's the 1 minute time frame. So you want to use the 1 minute time frame and get a mega sniper entry? Well, look, here's the first time the box is hit, and then right there's the 1 minute close below the box. Or if you want to get in retracement, there you go. So you can use smaller time frames. I don't like to stress like this. I want to have hair, and this will remove all the hair from my head. So just make sure that it exists on the 15-minute time frame first. And then you can then zoom in. And you guys are correct. The Russell does look like it's going to activate short here in a little bit. New York's going to print in 4 minutes. Still neutral on Amazon and Apple. Let me update the sentiment channel. Just be careful, Adam. I don't want you to get hurt, bud. True Algo members, if you guys are going to message me, try to do it like in general chat, because if you're DMing me, it's going to be a little bit difficult to check your DMs while I'm on this stream right now. You can re-enter ideas, KD, or I think your name was Relax and Trade before, if the risk and reward looks good. So yes, only in that case. If the risk reward doesn't look good, then there's no reason to re-enter on the position. I'm trying to check your guys' DMs. All right. I think JT, you're talking about the commodities about moving in similar directions of each other. I agree. That dude is literally creating gold for us, essentially. Still here. New York's going to pop here in 2 minutes, everybody. Again, like this is trying to be consistent here. The ES and NQ, there is no position. I am looking for reasons to get into shorts higher up, but there's no position right now. US 30 is still in an active short confirmation. The Russell does look like it's going to print a short here right at the opening of New York in less than a minute, and we'll trace this out here in a second. It's definitely not going to be neutral. And then SPY is still bearish. The QQQ is bullish. Again, you got misfiring confluences, so you can't play the ES and NQ. Stocks still are going to be the same exact confirmation they were. Gold, silver, we're now neutral. You guys can't do anything. Forex, we're looking to short the euro, the pound. Crypto folks, you can't do anything because Bitcoin and Ethereum are the opposite confirmation. So again, crypto folks, you're not going to get much love here at the moment because there's no position to take. So, yeah. It's going to be a bunch of hurry up and wait. Hey, Jeremy, I hope you're doing well, bud. I'll do my best to try to get Bitcoin or Ethereum to agree with each other. All we need is Bitcoin, by the way, to get up here to 119.7 and then short, and then you're going to have a really, really good short opportunity. But as of right now, can't do anything on it. So Russell did activate that short, everybody, and then as soon as it activated, retrace back to the box over here. This is the average position. Average position looks great. Stop loss looks beautiful. Average take profit looks beautiful. You've got two reasons to get down here. Reminder, there's a 93% chance you will get down here on the Russell today during the New York session. Again, I can't guarantee you're going to win. We're just looking for reasons. If the play and the risk reward look good, and if they look good, that's okay. If we lose, it's okay. Risk reward has to be first. Okay? And then just to show you, the average retracement is 35 points on the Russell. As soon as that candle printed, I give you True Algo. So if you look at the stats, on average, a play will retrace 35 points. It retraced 38. So that way that can not scare you or make you fearful. Again, I can't guarantee you're going to win on the play, but at least the risk reward looks great. US 30, we might get into a new short up here and push down. If US 30 keeps pushing up, everybody, then the Russell's going to push up too. So just be cautious. And then if you have that really small stop on the Russell, you might be closing your short position when it loads and does this. So size small or just be ready to get into shorts here if US 30 gets into new shorts. US 30's now popped the box. So you'd have to wait for a new bearish confirmation, and then you can push down to get to here. And at the moment, the calls on NVIDIA are going great. Microsoft is neutral at the open for your position. It's still in calls. And then Amazon and Apple are still neutral, with Apple pushing downwards. Russell's pushing up a little bit higher, as Russell is. Remember, True Algo members, that Russell and US 30 will diverge from the ES and NQ for the first 45 minutes of New York Open. So we expect them to run the opposite direction of each other. See if the Euro shorts can get better here as the session goes. By the way, new highs on gold and silver. You have to wait for the next 30-minute close. And by the way, I just want to show you the power that our system has. Reminder, we already hit that full take profit because we got to, or take profit 1 from gold on the next box. You guys see that here? Remember, it was 102 points. Reminder, the average is 139 or $13.90 move. And you can see True Algo smacking into that box. I just want to show you how cool this is. Ta-da. And now price is starting to reject more aggressively. Like, because now it hit the full take profit, be it the top of our box or the fact that it hit 139 points, which is a $13.90 move. And that's what our averages say. And now gold is done. And reminder, Brad, and for all the older folks that used to be with us, the gold used to be a $9.20 move. It is now almost 50% higher. The average win is 139. The euro is currently in a bearish confirmation, Vaxi. So you're looking for reasons to short the euro, the pound, the Aussie, the New Zealand, and then looking for reasons to long the UCAD and the UJ. Oh, sorry, Jeremy. My bad. I'll try to do better. That Russell is starting to come back down again. Again, just see, we keep going to this retracement box. It makes people nervous, but again, it's just real trading, man. Like, you have to be okay with price is going to retrace, and this is what we're trying to get out of it. Could get those shorts later on during the New York session down here. I drew what I want to happen. That's obviously up there, but this is going to be what's probably going to happen. US 30 is being very aggressive as it's pushing up. Again, we're True Algo members, we're getting that divergence. And remember, for 2 more 15-minute candles after this, you're going to diverge. And again, see the NQ bearish, US 30 bullish. We teach you that. We have a video. I just put out a brand new video last night, right, guys? That's 45 seconds long explaining that concept to you, so you're not surprised on live candles. Reminder, this is the QQQ and the ES, the SPY over here, which is the ES's non-future version, is in those bearish puts. And now it's neutral. QQQ pushing down, telling us to stop on the NQ and ES going upwards. Trying to add sound effects in the background as I'm trying to make it seem like I'm not talking. Sorry for my bad grammar. Try to see if this Russell play will play out. And this is what I mean by people who are trying to scalp. Like on scalp traders, they would have gotten eaten up like 2 or 3 times. Also scalp traders, which is pretty much every trader out there. 95% of people are scalp traders, by the way. They size bigger on their smaller positions, and that's why they get beat up by the prop firms whenever they get close to their payouts. Like, this stuff doesn't work anymore. It only works for a certain amount of time, and then this stuff doesn't. And then they size bigger to get their position, not to, because you're playing for peanuts like this, you then size bigger and bigger and bigger to try to make the wins make up for the fact that your wins are really small always. And then that'll burn you. Flynn, am I correct that you're a loose pot, aren't you? I'm trying to remember. Your guys' YouTube names versus your Discord names are different. That SQ looks good, man. Like, reminder, just shout out to El Toro, like how good this looks right now. That bullish confirmation. Reminder, if the SQ is bullish, then you're looking for everything else to be bearish. And you can see it retraced all the way to the bottom of the box, but never closed underneath it. And so, like, that's that sniper entry. You can play the SQ, by the way. You can play it as options on New York sessions because it's an ETF. And then If this happens, woo, those shorts are going to pay really big on ES, NQ, and potentially on Russell. Russell just right now, it's battling the fact that you have to diverge for New York Open. Again, I just want you guys to see this. Like, look at the candle right now on NQ. Look at the candle on US 30. This is what I teach you for the first 45 minutes of New York Open. Even if none of you guys join us, hopefully now you can see that for the first 45 minutes, I told you they would diverge, specifically the NQ from the US 30. And then in exactly 38 minutes from now, they will move in tandem again. There's no short on gold here, guys. Reminder, the only reason why gold is reversing now is because you hit our full 139-point win, and it's taking profit from level 3. I know you look at it and you're like, hey, man, can I take a short? No. And if you want to use your small time frames, you can do whatever you want, movie. Just make sure that your risk to reward is the most important thing, but this is not a valid short. You have to wait for this candle to close. You're welcome to use your smaller time frames, but then just don't be upset if you end up losing and blaming the system when instead you have to blame the fact that we can't pick and choose what rules to follow. You know what I mean? I mean, that SQ just looks beautiful to keep pushing everything down. US 30 is carrying the whole market right now. That's why that Russell's, only reason why the Russell's holding on up there is because of US 30 is going parabolic because of the divergence. So I was right. Sweet. Right, sorry, guys. I'm just sitting here watching price action, waiting for the next close. I'm trying to remind myself to make sound effect noises so that people know that I'm still here and the audio is still working. By the way, the calls on Microsoft and Amazon fully played out. You guys see this? I'll show you real quick. Again, you got to be aggressive. Usually that's not the problem with options, folks. You can see we had that bullish confirmation literally an hour ago when we started the live stream, everybody, on Microsoft. And then New York opened right there and then zoop, straight to take profit. Right when it pops that box, you're done. Get out. But had calls right at New York Open. And now we are neutral on this asset because once you hit a box, you are now neutral. I'm trying to clean the chart out. And you'll see that NVIDIA did the same thing. Almost got all the way to the next box. And now this is really, really good for shorts, everybody, because look at what everything is doing on the stock side. This is very, very good news because that can, as soon as we get rid of this dang divergence, it does look like the shorts are going to go crazy. And just a reminder, everybody, we have bearish True Algo targets everywhere. Look at all these targets down lower, all of them. Reminder, the Russell has a 93% chance to get down there. You got to be patient, but there are so many reasons for our shorts to pay. And by the way, I mean, US 30, folks, depending on your level of aggression, I mean, that looks pretty dang good right there. I mean, you've got a double stack box now. That's a 187-point win, a 4R position. The SQ looks beautiful to support your shorts. So just saying, looks great. Looks great. See if we can get this Russell now to fly down with the stocks. I will be jumping off here soon, guys. And then reminder, True Algo members, I will be live a second time. Oh, yeah. So, Jalen, when you join, bud, you can check it out right now already. Here, go here. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. We have a full learning platform of tutorial videos to walk you through. You still get these live streams that you see me doing right now. But if you click that link real quick, bud, you'll see that we have a full learning platform. and it has a getting started section. You just go through those videos. We tag you with a PDF that also explains things as well as soon as you join. Again, this ain't like other places, man. Like, you're going to get the support you need to be successful. It's just up to you if you want to jump on. And by the way, Adam, I mean, look what you said earlier about waiting for the Russell to retrace. And if you waited for it to retrace, I mean, multiple times to get in at the box. Again, 64% of the time, guys, again, newer folks, you see how it says percent retrace to box. If you highlight over it, it actually will explain the stat to you. But it's just telling you that this is the percentage chance that price will retrace to the closest True Algo confirmation box. So when you get this short right here, there's Russell going even better, everybody. It has a 64% chance it'll come back to that box. Well, that's great, but how many ticks? Well, it says 35. Well, I give you True Algo, and it gives you that. We give you those numbers to help you. And now look, down here in profit. I can't guarantee you it's going to get down here, but right now, these boxes, this system, this confirmation, and the fact that the True Algo scalp target right here has a 93% chance we're going to get here today. That's a pretty dang good reason. You know what I mean? And by the way, if you took the shorts on the euro, ta-da, you can even move your stop loss to break even now. Why take a loss? You're almost at the, just to be clear here, the average win is 232 pips. Where you at? We're on the, look, you are already at the 50% point. That is 115 pips already. So take your stop loss now on the euro, put it to break even if you're worried about losing. But there you go, guys. Like back-to-back calls so far. True Algo's killing gold and silver right now. Silver also at the top box. It's beautiful. Again, sorry there's no short on gold, but we already had the longs to go up there. Ooh, shorts are looking good. Again, man, look at all these circles down low. ES and NQ, look at all these targets down here. Remember, 85% chance you will get here during New York. 82% chance you're going to get there. 84% chance you're going to get here on the NQ. Just all looks gorgeous. And reminder what I called on the SQ. That's 3 for 3. Again, the SQ, the euro. By the way, just to show you like how good this is. By the way, I was right on DXY. Look, I would be looking for shorts on the euro, the pound, the Aussie, New Zealand. Check it out. Here's the pound. I didn't even check it, but watch how I'm right. Ta-da. I don't do this to show off. It's just how freaking easy this system makes everything. Not a single long out of that. Cool. Now let's see if the Aussie was correct. Ta-da. And look at the push down. That's why our system is better than anything, and I teach you guys this. And then last thing, I said the New Zealand. Let's see if I was right on that. And let's see if there's any type of bearish confirmation from a box above. We're just about to have that next close, everybody. And there you go, right there. The same exact activation that the euro got, but an even tighter stop, potentially with retracement. This is the average win. I don't think I have the average win on New Zealand. 171. Right there. You're 3/4 of the average win right now on the New Zealand dollar. But I didn't have to check it. And I already told you that it was going to be short. That's the benefit of our system. Now let's see if the UJ and the UCAD are bullish. And there you go. Pushed up. You could have blindly went long on all of them. There was a bullish confirmation right there at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's a win. And then I'll check the UCAD, see if that had a bullish long. This one, by the way, the Canadian looks like it's actually stronger than most assets. This is neutral. True Algo members, the Canadian is one of the strongest Forex pairs right now. So if you short things that are facing the UCAD, you're going to do really well. So like short the euro versus the Canadian, short the pound versus the Canadian. Because the UCAD should be down here, and it's not. That means the Canadian dollar is really strong. Cool. All right, folks, and that's all I have. I hope that was helpful. True Algo members, just a reminder, I will be on live with you guys here in a little bit less than 2 hours. So once we get to that consolidation fest, I'll be here to help you. Cool. We did just get a short activation on both the ES and NQ, but True Algo members, you've got to sit here and let it retrace. It's not going to be a good win because even though the average win is the correct, we have a 22 handle average win, your stop is way too far. So if you're going to enter in here, I mean, you'd either have to negate the weekly box, which we don't teach you, or just let this retrace. and let it get all the way up here now and then get a sniper short. Enter in very small. Cool? All right, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the next one here in a little bit less than 2 hours.